loser. I have no friends. You ready, Rosie?
You
For
ready?
your first vlog? What do you want to say to the people? No? Okay, as all the vloggers say, we have a big, exciting news. We do have big news for us. You guys don't care yet, but we're gonna tell you why you care. So do you want to tell them what the news is?
Yeah, we are moving.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so yeah, I know this is like out of the blue. We just feel like our experience moving around is hopefully very relatable. Maybe you guys haven't moved around quite as much as we have, but you might have been feeling the same things that we have been feeling as we've moved from state to state, and we kind of just wanted to share that with you because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it, and the more people I've met, the more people I've seen feel the same things that we do and have experienced these difficulties living in new places or even just being an adult. So hopefully you guys can relate to some of the stuff that we're saying.
We've moved around quite a bit, and some of the driving factors that sort of lead to us kind of moving to another place is, I guess, like, community is something that we're trying to build for ourselves and this little one here.
Yeah.
And that's just like, that has been a struggle for us.
But even before she was born, like, it started honestly back in college. Like, we have just had trouble making friends and finding a place that we fit into. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people as they transition into adulthood have this problem. Like, sure, in college you do have the means to meet people, but after that, you know, you take a job in a new state and you don't know anybody. That's, yeah. I mean, that's what happened to us.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I got this opportunity in Utah, and then he found a job there too, and so we decided, hey, like, sick, like, Utah, that's so cool, such a cool, fun place to move to, and we kind of just went for it. And
yeah, and it obviously had its challenges, and I mean, there were a lot of benefits going there. There were a lot of cool things to do for us.
So many cool things, great state.
But I mean, it does introduce its own benefits, its own challenges. Yeah, so at a certain point, we realized that Utah wasn't the right place for us, and so we're obviously gonna keep that.
But the sad part was that, like, in New Jersey, we had kind of felt lonely too, because we were one of the only, like, married people in college, and that was just hard for us in general. But, like, just to meet other people is hard when you're married, because it's not everyone's just getting in the camera.
Well, she's looking for peanut puffs.
Oh, that makes sense. We were really excited to go to Utah because we thought, like, fresh start, like, you know, new place, we're gonna obviously meet new people. And yeah, it just didn't turn out exactly the way that we had hoped. And although the state was very cool, we did end up leaving feeling very lonely and kind of lost as where to go next. So Eli got a job here in North Carolina, and when we looked at the cost of living, we're like, oh damn, we're gonna go there. It was between this and Seattle, but he didn't end up getting the job in Seattle. Oh shit. Yay, Rosie, hooray! By the way, we are not making her be in this. She is choosing to stay here.
What is this? What is
Did you
this?
discover your hair?
Yeah, so we moved here for a job that I accepted here, and our experience here has been
the same. Actually, a little different.
It's been a little bit different here. So we think that where we are in North Carolina is it's on the water, and it's very, like, beach oriented, and people really like doing, you know, water sort of sports and things like that, and it focuses a lot on that, which we are not really such beach people.
Also, it was kind of the same issue in Utah too, because a lot of people skied and snowboarded, and although we would like to try those things and they sound really cool, we just weren't, like, avid skiers that wanted to go every weekend, you know?
Yeah, so it wasn't the right fit for us. I'm very happy with my company and the job, but just sort of creating those relationships was just like a struggle for us here. We felt that we gave it enough time, and we decided together that we're sort of ready for another place and try again. And I think that is something that we really want, like, that is really something that I want to share with everyone. It's the fact that you can go somewhere else and try again, even though it is a big thing. You don't have to be, like, scared of that, even though it is a big and scary thing.
And we were scared. Like, we talked about this for a couple months now, because we live in a small town, and I feel like there's not so much to do here, and you pretty much know if you like it within the first few months. Now, I'm not saying that applies to every place. Like, some places need more time. It just happens to be where we live is very small. And I was running out of things to do and people to meet.
I don't know.
Where was I going with this? Oh, so we were like talking for a couple months, like, oh, should we move? Like, should we give it more time? Like, or is it scary to move again? Like, will it be any different if we do? But like, I think at the end of the day, we decided that there's no reason we have to settle. Like, we want to find a community, we want to find the place that we fit in, and if that isn't it, then like you were saying, like, don't be afraid to go after it, because like, what's the alternative, you know? Like, we just didn't want to be stuck here miserable, so.
Yeah, and again, like, I think that's the main reason for this. It's not that we're doing something, it's really that you can do it as well if you're struggling with where you are and you want to try something different. Moving is scary, starting over is scary, but hopefully we'll sort of show you the process and help you through it, and make it a little bit easier for you to kind of go out and make some changes for yourself as well. Because from what we hear, a lot of people struggle to find their place.
Yeah, for sure.
And we do too, and we sort of don't want to shy away from it, and we want to talk about the uncomfortable things.
Yeah, even if you're not thinking about moving, but you just feel like lonely, or like you just don't feel like you fit in or something like that, like, we just hope that you could, like, we can be someone who's relatable to you, and someone who just, like, people who talk about it and talk about these, like, uncomfortable things. I feel like nobody wants to admit, like, I'm a loser, I have no friends.
Whoa, no one said anything about loser. We are not losers.
And you know what, we do have friends, like, we do have some friends.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you feel like you fit in, or like they're the right crowd for you, or the place is the right place for you, whatever. Sometimes you might feel like the outsider, and we have a lot of experience being outsiders.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as uncommon as you might think it is, you know?
If you want to follow along with us, you know, definitely subscribe, like the video, share it.
And we will be sharing mini vlogs on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
So,
And
we're also going to be sharing